first thank His Excellency for the opportunity to be here today. But for too long, illicit smuggling has deprived our economy and our country of billions in revenue and foreign exchange. This Nation Wrecking Act has gone on for far too long, and the consequences have been there, severe on the people of Ghana. For the year 2022, 60 tons of gold worth approximately 1.2 billion US dollars at the time left Ghana through illegal channels. This came at a time that Ghana's reserve position was less than 300 million US dollars at the time left Ghana through illegal channels. This came at a time that Ghana's reserve position was less than 300 million US dollars. That was nearly half of what Ghana was seeking from the International Monetary Fund as bailout, in fact, for the purposes of resource and reserve accumulation. Your Excellency, it is estimated that about 600 tons of gold It is time for us to be decisive and ruthless towards those who are sabotaging the economy of Ghana. The people of Ghana deserves better. Defeating gold smuggling and its syndicate will place our country firmly in our control from our gold resources and ensure that Ghana benefits fully from its gold. As a sector minister, I make a solemn pledge to support the Ghana Goldbod and to help them achieve their objectives as enshrined in the laws. Your Excellency, I'm happy to report that so far, half-year data highlights very impressive outcomes from the operations of Ghana Goldbod. Today, small-scale gold from small-scale mining has far exceeded that of large-scale gold mining. This can only get better with the inauguration of this task force, and I believe this is the time for us to chase the smugglers out of our country. Members of the task force, I urge you, as your sector minister, to go out there to work in the interest of the people of Ghana. Please help us. Let's chase the smugglers out of our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Finance, Dr. Ato Forson. I now have the pleasure to introduce my boss, and this is his house, and I have the privilege to invite to give us his remarks. Then,
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana permit me to stand on the established protocols and say that today being you made a visit to the National Security, permit me to stand on the established protocols and say that today being you made a visit to the National Security Secretariat, we members of the National Security Secretariat are very pleased to have you indeed. We are pleased to have you because of the peculiar nature of today's event, which is the outdooring and then the inauguration of the Goldbod Task Force. Indeed, all over the world, national security has taken a bigger scope, and this scope includes the resilience of the security structure to be able to defend the economic integrity of the country. And the establishment of the gold boards, as far as the National Security Secretariat is concerned, is a proactive measure towards this direction, as it will stop the exploitation of our mineral resources so as to give a greater benefit to the people of this country. We have decided to imbibe the gold board as a modern innovation to the security architecture of Ghana. And we are expecting nothing less than professionalism. We prioritize this because we are also emphasizing the improvement of the working conditions of our staffs, not only in terms of the training and discipline, but also the environment within which they work. And so if you look at your right-hand side, we have proposed a renovation of this facility and also our research center at the RASI. We call it the Analytic Center for Intelligence. We are looking at upgrading the facilities there. Our clinic just behind you is a little bit small, and we are putting in measures to be able to add it to our dining facility or kitchen facility to bring it up to scratch as a national security facility. We are hoping that in the next few days, since you have the finance minister by your side, we'll be coming to you to induce you to press some buttons so that he can help us renovate this and make our men happy. We have also taken into consideration the promotion of our staff, which have been long overdue. And for the past positions to occupy, they are well suited for it. Having said this, we are grateful to have you to see the security facility you have, and I believe from here, whatever I ask for, you'll be more than willing to direct. Honorable Arthur Forson, very much, Your Excellency.
On that, interact fraternity to be centered time so that far gone, His Excellency has to also attend to equally important activities. Are we good, media?
I guess we are good. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. To reset the nation Republic of Ghana. Thank you. Kindly be seated.
It is event, both the passage of the Goldbod Act and today's inauguration of the Goldbod Task Force. Ghana has been blessed bountifully with much natural resources. But over the centuries, we didn't have the human resource, we didn't have the capital, we didn't have the technology, and so we had what they call the Gagisberg system of natural resource exploitation, where foreign companies that had those three ingredients took huge concessions and mined them over decades with very little coming to the state. Now, if we're to create prosperity for our people, then it means that we must take greater control of our natural resources. And it's not only Ghana that is taking greater natural control of its resources. There are examples where countries guard their natural resources. Botswana is an example. You can't export one single diamond out of Botswana without committing a crime. And so Botswana, together with its foreign partners, exports all the diamonds to the international market, and the money comes back to Botswana. This was not the case with our natural resource, gold. And indeed, other resources. We are discovering many other minerals in Ghana. And we believe that Ghanaians must be the first beneficiaries of the natural resource blessing that God has given us. So gold is just one example. We're going to make sure that in other minerals, Ghanaians play a leading role in terms of our mineral exploitation. And the time has come for Ghanaians to also own gold mines and produce gold for export. And so we'll work with Ghanaian companies that have the equipment, the technology, and the human resource to ensure that they also can establish first-class gold mines and own those gold mines so that Ghana can fully benefit from the resource that we have. Ministers of State, senior government officials, the National Security Coordinator, the CEO of the Goldbod, members, management and staff, chiefs of security services, heads and staff of various sector ministries, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good people of Ghana, we are gathered here this morning for a solemn but highly consequential task that speaks directly to the heart of Ghana's economic revitalization and institutional reform, which we have labeled the Reset Agenda. The inauguration of the Ghana Goldbod Task Force marks a critical step in fully operationalizing the Ghana Goldbod, which was established under Act 2025, Act 1140, which I gave assent to earlier this year. Today we move from policy to implementation. The task force is not just a security initiative, it is a strategic arm of national economic transformation, purposefully designed to restore integrity, accountability, and value to Ghana's gold sector. The Ghana Goldbod was first proposed in our 2020 NDC manifesto. Though we did not win that election, we remained firmly committed to its vision. In our 2024 manifesto, we elevated the Goldbod to a flagship policy, stabilize the Ghana cedi, formalize the gold trade, and build foreign exchange buffers. Upon assuming office, one of my earliest appointments was that of Mr. Sami Jemfi as the acting managing director of the Precious Minerals Marketing Company, PMMC, which at the time had the mandate to lead the transformation of that institution into what has now become the Goldbod. Under the leadership of the Minister for Finance, a technical committee was formed to develop the legal and regulatory framework for Goldbod. This committee engaged in nationwide consultation with miners, with traders, with traditional authorities, and civil society, and laid the foundation for the passage of Act 1140, which is today hailed as a world-class piece of legislation. Ghana is Africa's leading gold producer and is number 6 largest producer globally in the world. Yet for far too long, we failed to derive commensurate benefits from this God-given resource. Through Goldbod, we are asserting national sovereignty over our mineral wealth and introducing a paradigm shift from raw extraction to value retention. The Goldbod is designed to oversee, regulate, and participate directly in the gold value chain, from small-scale mining to assaying, to trading, and to export. It now holds exclusive rights to purchase and export all gold produced in Ghana, except that which is produced by the large-scale mining firms. And even the Goldbod still holds preemptive rights of purchase. Like cocoa, gold will now be consolidated, traded, and exported through a centralized, transparent system, and the results are already speaking for themselves. Since its interim formation in January 2025, the Ghana Goldbod has implemented aggressive reforms, especially in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector. By May alone, the Goldbod had exported 11 tons of gold, valued at USD 1.1 billion. Actually, it's in May alone. The Goldbod exported 11 tons of gold, valued at 1.1 billion US dollars. Cumulatively from January, exports from the small-scale sector reached 51.5 tons, which is valued at approximately 5 billion US dollars. Can you imagine? This is gold, money that would not have come back to Ghana because traders would have taken it freely out of our country and kept the foreign exchange reserves outside. So approximately from January, we have exported 51.5 tons, which is valued at approximately 5 billion US dollars. So 5 billion US dollars has come into the bank of large-scale mining exports for the first time in our history. These inflows have strengthened our foreign reserves, have improved our balance of payments, and have, most importantly, helped stabilize the value of our local currency, the cedi. It is Goldbod that has made the cedi an abrantier now. More importantly, this development reaffirms our belief that artisanal miners, when supported and formalized, can be powerful allies of our economic development. And yet challenges remain. There's still rampant gold smuggling and illicit trade in gold. This continues to rob Ghana of billions in revenue. And as you were told, a recent report revealed that 229 metric tons discrepancy existed between Ghana's official export records and the import records of our trading partners, which amounts to over 11.4 billion in losses over the last 5 years. This will not continue. The Ghana Gold Board was established to dismantle the black market economy surrounding the gold sector. And today's inauguration of the Gold Board Task Force signals our readiness to act decisively. The task force comprises personnel from national security, the military, and other security agencies. They've undergone rigorous vetting, training, polygraph testing, and orientation on Act 1140. They've also completed intensive team building exercises and anti-corruption training. Every member of the task force will operate under strict oversight. All officers will wear body cameras in every operation they undertake. Vehicles used by the task force will be GPS tracked and monitored in real time during operations. A written warrant from the CEO is required before any field operation is undertaken. Now this is the sweetest one. Whistleblower channels are in place, and informants are eligible to receive 10% of the seized gold or cash value. So whistleblowers, get ready. If you blow the whistle on anybody and gold is retrieved or cash is retrieved, you get 10% of the value of both the gold and the cash. And so to the task force, let me be clear. Abuse of your authority will not be tolerated, and any officer found engaging in misconduct will face immediate sanctions. And these could include dismissal, prosecution, and forfeiture of your entitlements. And so let this serve as a warning to all those involved in gold smuggling and the illegal trade. The law is going to be enforced without fear or favor. The Gold Board Act prohibits unlicensed trading and bans foreigners from purchasing gold on the. Any breach of this act could lead to a hefty fine of up to 2.4 million Ghana cedis or imprisonment of 5 to 10 years or both. You can be imprisoned for between 5 to 10 years and still pay the fine. So this is a warning to those involved in the illicit gold trade. However, foreign entities may apply to Gold Board for licenses to offtake gold or invest in refining and value addition. And so our message is simple today. Operate within the law or you face the full consequences of the law.
who were outstanding. As such, we deem it appropriate to present to them certificate excellence. Your Excellency, I'll please ask you respect to join us at the red carpet so that you invitations for us. I would mention their names and you please hand over to them. So in no particular next is Sergeant Ozu. Next is SP Akpapovia. Next is Sergeant Mandela. Last but not least is Mr. John Asian. Thank you. Thank you. The other certificates of participation will definitely be sent to all of the members of the task force. So just to let you know, it will be sent to you in due time. All too soon, ladies and gentlemen, our time is up. Thank you very much. We will take the national anthem and depart. the president will leave or remain standing until the president departs. Thank you.